Hey folks, we're back at Webb Military Museum in Savannah, Georgia. I'm Gary Webb, and today we're going to talk about the Spanish-American War artifacts in the museum. Of course, the Spanish-American War started when the USS Maine exploded in Havana Harbor. It might have been just a boiler, but the Spanish were blamed and we took Cuba. And since Spain owned the Philippines, Guam, Wake Island, we would take those areas too. An interesting artifact is this bowl. This is actually hammered out of part of the USS Maine into a nice bowl. And if you notice the naval hat here, it says USS Maine on the tally, and it belonged to George Miller. He was actually killed in the blast. Now, even by the turn of the century, we still were going with the blue uniforms. These two uniforms belong to a particular man named P.M. Stevens. This is walking out dress, and this is his formal dress. And if you notice the ribbon on there, that's the Philippine insurrection, which would indicate that he went to the Philippines to take that. Beautiful Marine Corps uniform and some artifacts from the war, to include a canteen, a mess kit, and a cup. All belong to this gentleman. In my museum, I'd say 75% of the artifacts are named to somebody. As we move along, beautiful Gunny Sergeant Marine Corps uniform, and you can see the Marine Corps uniforms have not changed much. This particular individual, the ribbons indicate that he was not only a veteran of World War I, but he participated in the Yangtze, the Dominican Republic, and Haiti, the banana wars that went on. This spectacular uniform is a colonel's uniform to an adjutant, to a general, and it belonged to a local Savannian named Myrick. Fantastic uniform, in great shape, and if you can see the saddle, this was his saddle and horse blanket too. Other artifacts in here are some belts, buckles, epaulets, and when we get to this side, these are just hussards uniform. All countries had hussards, and these are turn of the centuries. This period, one is German and one is British. I just like hussard uniform because they're just fantastic uniforms. All right, folks, that does it for the Spanish-American War. We'll move on to the next case.